Hi, air signs. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your August 2019 reading. So this is going to be for Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And I'm going to be using a variety of different decks. As usual, they will be in the description box below. I'll introduce you guys to each one of the decks. Now, if there are any of the decks that I've created, you guys can order them off of my Etsy shop. But if you are international, you'll have to email me and I'll send you a special link. And we are tapping into Wing and Bells, Mermaid, Orgonite. So I will put their information down below too. But this is a beautiful spiritual device that we're going to really be drawing into our energies here this month. So let's get into it. Very first thing that we're going to focus on is what is the overall energy that we are bringing into the month of August 2019 for air signs. Remember, guys, take what resonates, get rid of what doesn't. What is the energy here? We're using the Sans Souci cards. What is the overall energy for the month of August 2019? Prison of Glass. It says bashfulness, prejudices, being watched, stalking, feeling unprotected, alone sitting in a glass house, childhood trauma, restrictions. So there could be some heavy energies that maybe we're dealing with. Maybe we're feeling constricted, bound. Maybe this is the energy that we're dealing with another person. And maybe that's why it's coming through, is that it's affecting us. So let's go ahead and tap into the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. We have the King of Fire. The King of Fire here is Leo's energy. So the King of Fire being in the reverse position is an indication of maybe we feel like we're a prison of glass. Maybe we are dealing with this particular king in our life. Maybe we are trying to gain some sort of control of our own life, and we just feel like a prisoner. So we're either feeling like a prisoner because we don't have control, or we feel like maybe this person is in control perhaps of our happiness, or maybe we just feel like, you know what, this person really needs to get their life in order and under control. And this is something that's really bothering you this month perhaps. We have the Magician's energy. The Magician is connected to Virgo, and it's also connected to Gemini. So any of you Geminis watching this video, this could be a specific message for you. But the Magician is about the things that we want to create. Some sort of manifestation. We want to manifest maybe change. We want to manifest a different situation. And we're having a difficult time because either there's someone else that we feel is standing in the way from us being able to do that. We feel imprisoned perhaps by this energy, or we really want to create something. We want to be that King of Fire. But for some reason, we just feel like something's in the way. Something's causing us to feel like we can't do it. What is this? We have the Three of Earth energy. So the Three of Earth energy to me is collaborations with other people, the workplace, other people in our environment. So I definitely feel like we are trying to create change. We're trying to do something. We're trying to move ahead in the material world. It could be a career. The reason I say that is because fire and earth to me are very much creating something in the physical realm, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a relationship as well. But I feel like we're trying to move forward with something. We're trying to work. But this King of Fire, it could be if only this person would step aside, or only if this person would change, then something would work and then I would be happy. So that kind of way of thinking could be imprisoning us. It could be making us feel like it's just not fair. It could be that the King of Fire is some sort of an attitude that we must adopt in order to do what we need to do to break that glass. The King of Wands is Leo, and Leo is like the king of the freaking jungle. The Leo has courage and strength to basically kick some ass and get things done. But it's reversed. And so this just tells me that somebody is having a difficult time standing in their power. Now, you could be dealing with the King of Fire, and this King of Fire could be very egotistical. They could be misusing their power. So you might feel like, I can't live the life that I want to live, or I can't do the things that I want to do because this person is manipulating me. This person is making me feel alone, or they're making me feel like I can't do the things that I want to do. They're restricting me. Okay. For some of you, this could even be a childhood, like a father figure, a masculine figure in your life that you are still connected to the trauma. And it might be that it's really held you back in life to move forward in the way that you really should be moving forward at this point. Because the only reason I'm saying this is because it says childhood trauma. Okay. So it's very stuck energy out of the gate. But if this is just your own belief system, this is saying to you, you do have the power with the Magician's energy. The power is in your hands. All you need to do is you need to just put yourself out there and move forward in that physical realm. Make things happen. The only way that things are going to carry on and move forward in your life is if you put yourself out there. So sometimes the King of Fire in the reverse position is ego, and ego is all about fear and restriction. And so the stories that we're telling ourselves, such as I can, or I'm not good enough, or maybe people aren't going to receive me well, we're only imprisoning ourselves with our thoughts. So that's something to consider. So take it how it resonates with your guys' situation, but that's what we have coming through for the month of August. So let's just go ahead and see now what the F is the problem cards by Fire Witch Tarot. Let's see what the problem is. This is the energy that's blocking us. What seems to be the root of the problem? Don't settle for crumbs. So if this is in relation to another person, somebody might not be giving you much. And so this is kind of a tough love, harsh message for you, that we're only as restricted as we believe ourselves to be. If you are allowing this King of Wands reversed, who doesn't seem to be able to show up for you or to be on the same page as you, you're only holding yourself back at this point from participating in life. You're encapsulating yourself in that imprisonment. It says being watched or stalking. Maybe we're watching this person. Maybe we're stalking. Maybe we're just settling for crumbs. Crumbs are anything that we can get our hands on because we don't want to let go of whatever this is. Okay, that could be that. We want to manifest something. We want to come together. We want to work on this connection. But maybe somebody is just not in that mindset with us. So it says don't settle for crumbs. Maybe this person has only given you crumbs. Maybe this person has never given you even a pebble, but yet you still continue to try to push forth for this connection. That's if that resonates with you. But Spirit's saying we can't settle for crumbs any longer. We're settling. We are accepting less than we deserve. We believe ourselves to be this prisoner when really actually we're not. It's glass. We can break that glass at any time and get out. It's not made of bars. We can break the glass at any time and get out. We don't have to settle for the situation if it's not working. So if this is your own energy and it has nothing to do with another person, again, you're imprisoned by your own thinking. Your confidence level might be the problem, or maybe even your ego might be the problem. You might feel like, well, I'm not going to be the best at this. Or, if I put myself out there, maybe in a creative way, or I try to do something, maybe other people are going to laugh. Maybe other people are just not going to receive me well. And that is your own fear now that's holding you back from participating in life. So whatever this is, we've got to break that glass and get rid of this energy. So all of the readings this month are very similar, very, very connected. And I feel that one of the major reasons is because it's literally at the tail end of Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde was very, very heavy with letting go. And I think it had a lot to do with the eclipses and all this other stuff that was during this period of time. So I just feel like it's we're going into August with like this renewed sense of energy that we don't need to settle anymore, that we're good enough, that we don't need to stay attached to things that no longer serve. I feel like that's why all of this energy is coming through this way. All right. So now let's take a look at the past. What is the energy of the past? What are we connected to from our past? Is there anything that's still holding us back? Is there any karmic cycles or lessons that are still maybe playing out or just playing even a part in our present circumstances? This right here is the Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards by John Holland. Oops, we have the Three of Cups. We have the Temperances card, which is Sagittarius. I swear this has almost come up in every reading that I've done. And then we have the Two of Pentacles energy in reverse. So to me, this is an energy here of patience and waiting, letting something balance out. This Two of Pentacles in reverse tells me that we're just kind of dropping our need to juggle and go back and forth with something or someone. And instead, we're just going to kind of go into more of a casual energy, having a good time. Is something robbing us of our happiness? Is something robbing us from our good time? Meaning, are we allowing it to rob us of our happiness? So to me, this could be a specific message for some of you that have allowed someone else in your life to have control over you. You have allowed their indecision or their back and forth energy or their unstable thoughts and feelings and energy. I'm not sure what I want. I need space. I need time. They're back and forth. They're hot. They're cold. Some of you may have been very patient. Some of you may have waited for a long time for people to change. And for some of you, you might start to see that, you know what? Nothing is changing. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter if I disconnect, no matter if I engage, nothing is changing the circumstances or the situation. So you might just be at this point where you're just dropping like the ball, but you're not dropping the ball irresponsibly. You're dropping your need to wait. And instead, you're now choosing to go in Three of Cups energy. You're going into Three of Cups energy as in, I just want to be happy. At the end of the day, what does that look like? What does it look like to just be happy? Because that's not making me happy. Letting someone juggle me and someone else, or being kind of in this cat and mouse situation or this unstable energy, it's not going to work for me anymore. It's not making me happy. So you're going towards better times. So I do see that some of you are leaving behind unstable energy. Some of you might even be leaving third-party situations as well, as in you're no longer willing to invest. You're no longer willing to wait for somebody to figure it out. You're done. And it doesn't mean that you're done forever, but maybe you're just done this month. You're just over it, perhaps. All I know is that you guys want to be happy. And whatever this is might not be making you happy anymore. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's all about high vibes. So if this is bringing you down, go into this higher vibration, whatever that looks like. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead now and take a look and see the energies of other people. This right here is my Twin Flame Oracle. Environment, other people, how they're influencing the situation, affecting us, etc. We have separation. Okay, so it could be that we're in separation with someone specific. Okay. I'm trying to figure out which cards I'm using here. Oh, it's this one. So I'm using so many decks that are... I wanted to keep everything uniform, the same in all the readings. So I just want to make sure I'm keeping things on track. This right here is the Gill Tarot. So separation. We're in separation with somebody that maybe we don't want to be in separation with, or maybe we think it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing that could have happened. Who knows? Let's take a look at the energy surrounding it. This right here, this is the Ten of Swords energy. I had to double take on this one. Those are swords. Ten of Swords, something is over. Wow. I mean, that's a card of separation. That's a card of the end of something, the end of a cycle. So this card specifically, the Queen of, what is that? The Queen of Pentacles. Let me just double check that's the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's Queen of Earth. Queen of Pentacles is, hold on for a second, it is not Virgo, it is Taurus. No. I think it's Taurus. I don't know why I'm having a hard time figuring out which one, because all the knights and the kings and the queens have specific energies here. I feel like it's Taurus. Yeah, Taurus is kind of like a feminine energy, you know, the home, the family, the nurturing. And I think Capricorn is like I think Capricorn is king. I'm so sorry, you guys, if I got that wrong. Just don't worry about it. But it's definitely an earth energy, so it's connected to maybe specifically Tauruses, but This is an energy here of something that's just not growing anymore. You know, not putting any kind of more time and energy into something that just isn't growing. Maybe at this point, it's just depleting us. It's not nurturing us. It's hurting us. Maybe somebody's just hurting. You're hurt over the situation, or they're just, you know, continuing to stay connected to it. It's just hurting. It's painful at this point. We're pulling away from whatever this is. That's what I'm seeing here. Going into hermit mode. This is Virgo specific. So some earth energy coming through big time here. But yeah, if we have to be alone, it's almost like what I'm getting here, the message. I'd rather be alone than be connected to whatever this is and be in pain. So it's like I almost need relief. There's a relief of a separation. So some of you might be really afraid to let a person or a situation go. And it could be a work situation too. It doesn't have to be a person. It could just be a job or a way of living, your home, whatever it is. But the thing is, something is ending for a reason. Something just can't move forward at this time. It's not serving you. It's not nurturing you. It's not helping you to grow. It's actually depleting you of energy. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So hermit means that it might be that it's time for us to be alone for a little bit of time, and that's okay. And alone does not equal lonely. Lonely is just the feeling that we have about being alone, but we don't have to be lonely. Being alone is just being alone. Sometimes there's people that just love being alone. My brother is one of those people. He never wants to, I mean, that's just what he says now, but I mean, he's old and set in his ways, and like he never wants to like ever be with anyone ever again. I mean, he's perfectly fine being a hermit. I mean, that's what we call him, a hermit. So people are okay in that energy. So there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to scare you that that's your energy. So you might just be pulling away perhaps from connections, other people, a specific person, things that are just not serving you. You're just pulling away from it is what I'm seeing here. So outside circumstances, you're letting something in, you're letting something go, you're letting something cycle through. I'm getting here, you're going into August with fresh energy, just like all the rest of the signs. Yeah. Let's take a look and see now what Spirit wants you to focus on. Okay, this right here is a collection of Doreen Virtue cards. So we're just going to pick 3 cards and see if there's anything specifically Spirit wants to, wants you to focus on. So, yeah, see, look at that. Set your sights higher. That already came through the reading. We might be settling, or we might just be kind of selling ourselves short, maybe, on account of trying to make something work with someone. Maybe somebody isn't able to give us what we need, and we're just kind of like, whatever it is, we need to set our sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. You deserve more than what you're settling for. Yep. Oh my gosh, we have the law of attraction. Exactly. Like attracts like. So whatever it is that you're thinking of, so if you're in the vibration of feeling crappy and feeling alone, and meaning lonely and feeling like a prisoner, you're going to continue to just keep attracting that same vibration to yourself. If you look at the situation as you do have control, you can break that glass at any time. You can go in a new direction. You don't have to stay stuck in that same energy, whatever it is. You will be able to attract more abundance into your life and to yourself. It's a beautiful thing. And last message, pure and unconditional love. Fantastic. So again, when we love ourselves, we're not so defensive. We're not so much in a victim mentality. Whatever we're feeling, wherever we're vibrating, that frequency, that's what we're attracting to ourselves. So when you're in the energy of just pure and unconditional love, as in everybody's doing the best that they can, including myself, that's an energy that's going to just bring constantly to you just high frequency vibrations. That's pure energy. When you're in pure energy, you receive pure energy. So be what you want. Like attracts like. Be the love that you wish to receive. That's the message. Set your sights higher, though. So what you've been settling for maybe is not based here. So it's about increasing your standards and not being afraid to put yourself out there and almost, and I don't mean to say this like in a negative, but like demanding that, bring it. Like if people can't bring it, then they're just not really where you want to invest your time. And that's okay. You're not being judgmental. It's just, it's not feeling right to you. It's not a match, and that's okay. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle and just basically be in the constant energy of, oh, well, you know, I'll just settle for this because, you know, I just want to be a good person. Good people have standards too. You can have standards. It's okay. Yeah, you can have standards. It's all right. That's what I got. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and break it down into 5 categories: earth, air, fire, and water, and spirit. This right here is called the Intuit Nuance Oracle. What is going on in earth energy? Earth energy is physical world, finances, career. Earth energy. This right here is the Angel Tarot. What's going on in earth energy? Earth category. We have the raccoon. Clever problem solver. Creative, resourceful, curious, adaptable, crafty, and an entrepreneur. Hey, that's great. And then we have the King of Air. So the King of Air speaks his mind, speaks his truth. But sometimes the King of Air, when he is reversed, this is King of Swords, by the way, and the King of Swords is Aquarius. This right here, you're a clever problem solver, right? This is somebody who has very clear thinking. They're very analytical, very, very logical thinkers, very clear-minded individuals. So that's why they're very clever. They're very witty, they're very clever. But the thing is that sometimes that can work to our own detriment. So what it's saying here with this King of Air's energy is try not be in an energy that's so hard, as in that's all you're focusing on. You're only focusing on your career. You're only focusing on material pursuits. That's just the only place that you can seem to focus. So try not to stay stuck in that energy. Really try to, it's almost like there's other things that require your attention is what I'm getting. Other things require your attention besides just work and finances in your physical body. There's nothing wrong with focusing there, but don't put all of your eggs into that basket. Really try to spread yourself into some other areas of your life. I have no idea if that's going to make sense to some of you out there, but that's what I'm getting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the air energy. This is our mental thoughts. We have head of the pack. You know, you guys, there's some kind of energy where, man, I mean, there's very much this energy of I want to be on top, I want to be the best, this is what I want. So some of you guys might just have a very much like a goal in mind. You might want to be dominant. You might be about ready to enter into a competition. So like this is all you're thinking about. All you're thinking about now is being the best, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Or being the head of the pack, or being in control. And if I stop focusing here, I'm going to somehow lose control. If I don't do it all, then it can't get done right. That kind of energy can sometimes be very overwhelming. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, maybe certain things aren't going to get done the way that we want them to, but things are still going to continue on. There's so many jobs that I had where I was just like, oh my God, without this place, they're going to fall apart without me. They didn't. My ego would have me believe that, yeah, they weren't going to be able to survive without me, but they did. Maybe it didn't run as well as it could have without me. Maybe the way that I did things was really awesome, because it was. But the thing is, they still survived. So sometimes we can just really just do a number on ourselves trying to keep everything under control. Because at the end of the day, things are just going to happen, whether we're on top of it or not. Sometimes things just happen. So you're going to kill yourself trying to be in control of everything. Look at that. 8 of air. I'm sorry, 8 of earth, not 8 of air. 8 of pentacles. The 8 of pentacles is about, skills. It's about talent. It's about working hard at something. So this is the thing. This is about overworking yourself, working yourself to the bone. I'm really getting the huge message of trying to pull away from being overly focused on a goal or overly focused on a project. All work and no play, right? So there's a need to just kind of try to have a better time, because we did get the 3 of Cups for you, which is, you may have gone through a lot. You may have had to work really hard, but now it's time to just kind of take a little bit of maybe a break or a vacation, or try to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? Even if you can't really stop working and you still got it, just try to enjoy yourself a little more. Like, are you enjoying what you're doing? Is what you're doing, is what you're so focused on in your career, is it actually bringing you the happiness and joy? Or is it just about being in control, or is it just about the money? Sometimes we can get overly concentrated on material, and that's where the focus is at, is in we really enjoy our paycheck, but at the end of the day, the quality of our life is just crap. So for some reason, that's coming through this reading, and I don't know why. What is our fire energy, our creativity, our passions? We have snake. Interesting. So this is talking about deception, betrayal, perhaps, toxic energy. And then we have the magician. Man, if there's ever a trickster, it's the magician reversed in tarot. This right here can be a Virgo or it can be a Gemini. So any of you Geminis watching this, this could be your behavior, or this could be the behavior of someone else coming towards you. So when it comes to creativity, it's about don't deceive yourself, for sure. Don't be jealous of what other people have. Don't live your life trying to keep up with the Joneses. This is definitely an energy of trying to pull away from any kind of competitive behavior where you're only going towards specific goals to be the best in your field. I mean, we all want to shine, of course, but it's about keeping your ego in check. That's what I'm seeing. And it might be also, too, that a lot of the things that you work hard for, other people might want to cut down because you're so successful or because you're so driven successfully that things just really work out for you. But again, to what detriment? To your own well-being? Maybe at the end of the day, you don't even know who your true friends really are, So it's kind of like everything that you're creating, is it worth it? So there's a huge question here for some reason this month when it comes to the life that we're living and the life that we're creating. And is it really, really what's bringing us our ultimate happiness? It's a question. It's a huge question mark is what I'm seeing here. What about the water, the emotions? We have fox. Why the hell does a trickster and the snake deception coming through your reading? I don't know why. And it's specifically Virgo's energy coming through now. Knight of Earth. Somebody who's not loyal. Somebody who is insincere. So you guys, if you've been dealing with somebody, and this could be a work partner, and the only reason I'm saying this is because Earth can sometimes be related to work or employees or coworkers. Doesn't have to be, though. It could be a fellow student, again, a fellow employee. This could be a friend, a family member. This could be a lover, okay? Just take it as it resonates with you. But somebody's in the fox energy. When I have the magician reversed and the fox card, watch out. And a snake, holy crap. There's a real warning here. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news at the very end of this reading and say, ooh, you need to be really careful. But you do need to be careful because there is some kind of deceptive energy that's around you. And it might be taking you down energetically, and it might be almost like hurting you emotionally. And that might be this. That might be why you feel this way. But the thing is, are we doing this to ourselves at the end of the day by staying attached to it, or can we break free from the situation? Set your sights higher and find out is what I just got. Okay. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get the spiritual energy here. We have lion. This to me, it's like the king of the jungle, the lions. We've got Leo coming through. So it says ego, self-esteem, pride. So this right here, it's like, again, is it heart-centered or is it ego? So it is a message that's coming through a second time and the same. Seven of Fires, what we're fighting for, is it worth it? Is it worth the fight? Seven of Wands means we're giving up. It's not worth the fight. Are we operating out of pride and ego? Do we not want to lose something because we don't want to lose the status? Because we don't want to lose the way something makes us feel or makes us look? Maybe it's a status thing. Maybe it's a, look at me kind of thing. But what I'm getting here is spiritually, it's not in alignment with you. You got to ask yourself if all this effort, if all this attachment, if all this hard work and no play, or all this need for material things perhaps, or success, or being the best at something, is it really, really making you happy at the end of the day? At the end of the day, are there even people around you that you can trust, or you're just in complete disillusionment with people that are just in your life at this point? So I feel like some of you, and this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but some of you may be coming to that realization that what you thought was going to make you happy actually isn't. So last message for you guys. This right here is the Grace Cards by Cheryl Richardson. What does Spirit want you to focus on for your healing for the month of August 2019? Invoke. So let's read it. Ask for a blessing. There's an endless supply of divine support awaiting your request. Invoke. So they're telling you to ask. Ask so that way something can be invoked. Some sort of sign can come your way. So ask for a sign. Ask for something. to invoke a change. Ask for that blessing, ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for courage and strength, ask for a sign, a message, whatever it is, you have to ask in order for something to be invoked. So that's the last message for you. Ask and you shall receive. Okay? So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.